We've got to have money.
What are you doing, step bro?
What the dog doing?
You looking at my gut? I just took a little peek. I saw you. So what are you looking at my gut for?
All rise, order in the court. It's Loud Elvis.
It's Loud Elvis. And it's time for We Got a Case, Creed TPO Tuesday.
Love it. Tuesday. By the way, I watched
Tuesday.
2.5 hours the other night of just Sailor Richard.
That's so crazy. That's what I listened to on the plane coming back. I downloaded a 2-hour thing of them just doing prank calls. And I just put that on and I just let it go, man. Just let it go. I love a good prank call, though.
That's funny. Yeah, it was lots of the swap shops.
Swap shop. What do you got?
By the way, I cracked up. I was almost in tears. There was one that I had never heard before. And it was the North Carolina, the Toes, that guy.
Mm-hmm. Toes.
What they did is it was him calling him.
Yeah,
he
I've heard that one.
Figure it out.
And it's him laughing.
Yes. And he didn't figure it out for a while. It almost had me in tears. Rather, I was just talking to Mikey about that. Listen, I did I did almost 4.5 hours last night. After all the other 3 streams we did yesterday. We gamble. I took off, ran to the truck stop real quick, put my phone on the charger, come back, and I didn't even realize the chase was going on by the time
it was a really good time. I'm thinking about going ahead and just cutting it down to the really good piece and then putting, what is that picture of? And just putting that out here for a little bit, which will be see that picture?
I'm not used to this picture, Flusha.
That picture, I was like, who's this young lady named Flusha? But yeah, it was a lot of fun. If you missed it last night, please make sure you watch that. And I've been hearing rumblings from the other YouTube insiders that our favorite court may be gone for good. 1200D. It's been gone for 2 weeks now.
Oh, damn. And
that's sad. If that's the case, I mean, we're going to be doing a lot more themed days
right
here.
Mayor 26 months of memory. Look at you.
It's the first 26er I've seen.
Crass, how are things in New York?
Did anyone buy you a free meal yet, like you asked for?
I wasn't sure what he was asking. He said, but I love or something. It was a very...
Yeah, I think it's like an abbreviation for some restaurant.
Oh.
So...
I believe it is.
Yes, this is a Bucky shirt. You were just at Bucky's? Well, if you didn't spend $300 to $400, you didn't go to Bucky's.
I would be absolutely shocked if she did not show up on a live stream with one of the beaver suits, head to toe, the whole beaver suit. I could just see that.
I think it's so awesome.
I want to get, what are they, about 35, I think?
I don't know. I just don't have the body for it.
That's funny. Let's jump into some court. Look at her face, judge's face, when you say you don't have a body for it. She's like,
oh, wow. Come on, Mikey. You know you do.
Come on. Great to see everybody. Yeah, last night was crazy. That's why we were on for 4 hours. We couldn't stop losing. We were on raw money, got it up to 600 something. Very good news. I took the 500 that we ended with. And I've been bonus hunting. I was just telling Mikey I've got 7 or 8 bonuses already. I'm down $5.
This guy.
I don't know how. It was a long one too, right? Last night,
over an hour and some change. Yeah,
God,
a lot.
I was just
and the trolls were out too. I saw a couple of them. Thankfully, the mods were able to grab some of them, but people they were just writing like outlandish stuff. It wasn't even like
just stupid
trolling me. It was just like crazy stuff.
Is it crazy to say that Judge Dude, this might be a great time for him to take a long vacation though? I mean, that's entirely possible.
Look, I think that that courtroom fell victim to the same thing that happened to Knox and stuff. I did for as long as I could. anytime people ask, hey, where's this courtroom at? I tried to just like not tell them, not trying to be rude, but I just didn't want a bunch of people going over there and people recording it and flaunting it out there.
Mikey, it's another one.
Another 26. So I guess 26 is the new OG.
I guess so.
Right now.
And Gary, thank you for the 5 bones getting us going. We haven't even look at court. You're not late. We haven't even started court yet, Rick. We're kind of on our own schedule today, I guess.
Gary!
No free meals yet. I love pizza.
Oh, wow. What a bunch of cheap.
Oh, I love is a pizza place. I thought you just wrote that all weird while you were driving or something. God. I understand now. We're learning.
Are you there? There you are. And is it Roop or Rupee? How should I pronounce your name?
Rupee.
Like the money?
All right. Thank you. And then let's see, Mr. Jepson, you're here on behalf of Jimmy Longino.
Why are we not live streaming you out like Bubba the Love Sponge out doing Uber Eats? That's kind of a must.
Yeah. You've got to live stream that.
Yeah. Please.
You need 2 phones.
Hi, Kenya.
Kenya.
Yes, correct.
And I have your client here as well, Mr. Longino.
Yes.
I bet they have good pizza at Longino's.
All right.
They do.
And we're taking up case number UHS 22-129. And this order's been in effect, and there's a request from Ms. Rupee that there be an amendment. There's a motion to modify this order and add a condition. And this order was issued before the law changed. And so now actually the law reflects this request in the new orders. But Mr. Jepson, have you had a chance to review that motion?
I have had a chance to review it.
Okay, so on behalf of Mr. Longino, Mr. Jepson, are you prepared?
Renee making some great choices today.
Renee, you belong here. I promise you. So this lady already, you see what I did there, right? This lady they already have a TPO in place, but she wants it modified under some sort of new law. She was talking that the judges mentioned. Is this a first for us? And wow, look at the ceiling there at the pizzeria.
At Longino's Pizzeria and some subs. We would rather sell pizza.
To respond to that today?
Yes.
Okay, all right. So, and I'm looking to another screen here because that's where everything is electronically. So just give me a motion to open or moment to open that up so that I can recall here what our issues are.
Yeah, how else do you eat your pizza, Kay? In a sauna.
Delicious,
And
steamy sauna.
make sure I remember.
Kind of pick.
Okay, so Ms. Rupee, you're asking, let's see, that there be a change to this order, continue the order, but say no contact through others or through social media. Is that right?
That's correct.
Okay, and that's the sum total of your motion?
Yes, when we initially requested this, I have actually requested that in the very beginning, so in 2022. And I thought that was already in place. There were several contacts that was done in 2022, which we forwarded to the sheriff, and there weren't any questions. Beginning March of 2023, the sheriff said, you have to add this, that he can't have any contact with third parties. During the pretrial of April, I had bring that up and the judge said, oh, it's there. But then when Jimmy tried to connect again and I talked to the sheriff and then they said, oh, it's not there, we can't see it. So they can't create a case because the third party, contacting the third party is not on the restraining order.
Okay, hold on. All right, so
okay,
she is looking. All right, so I guess maybe it's a new law in the books there, like she just said, where you can't have a third party, which we've heard that said a million times over, third party contact.
Well,
I thought that was just like a given.
Right. Yeah, you would think with
but they're saying over social media. So third party contact over social media is so is that like if I have a restraining order against you, Creed,
Right.
and I go and become friends with somebody who is one of your friends,
With
and
Leather
then
and
I
Lashes, and then you have Leather and Lashes contact me.
yeah, and I say something. Leather and Lashes makes a post, and then I say something on her post about you, or a post that you're talking on already, and I go and say, you look good today.
Yeah, I think that's
that's a new one.
A little bit of a gray area, maybe.
Super gray, but look at that. Oh my God, it's beautiful in that sauna.
And we wanted this to be in effect because Alex is in college and she ended up deactivating her social media account because she's still being followed by Jimmy. And she ended up, this generation relies on social media to connect with friends. So now because she deactivated her account, she is going through hardship because she's isolating herself from her friends. And she lives
can't text each other.
She's in a dorm, so she needs that friends to help her go with college and to just go through it. And
I gotta say, if I'm in a bubble of college, I'm in a dorm room.
Yeah.
The last thing I need is social media to be connecting with other students that I'm there with.
Just get you know, their number and text them back and forth. Like, yeah. Hey, let them know. I said, you smell like farts.
he just needs to stop.
So this was renewed by Judge Pro Tem Conan on May 22nd, 23 to go through May 22nd and 24 years. And all right. So Mr. Jepson, on behalf of your client, any objection, or what should I know?
I suppose if the order does not already, I don't have an objection to it prohibiting third-party contact. I don't necessarily have an objection to it spelling out that he's not to follow her on social media, but I don't think, I mean, reading Rupi's motion here, I suspect what has happened is that this wasn't a case of third-party contact, and that's why law enforcement told her that they're not doing anything about it. I mean, the application in writing is that Mr. Longino liked someone else's post on Instagram, not the protected party's post, and did not ask anyone to have contact with the protected party. Did not ask anyone.
Is it only a like is what we're going after here? Nobody even said a comment?
Okay. So it's not like third-party contact like we're thinking.
No, just
it's even more vague. I don't know.
I'll tell you, social media is kind of a crazy thing. So Noah Gregson, however you say his name, NASCAR driver, a little bit outspoken here and there, but quite a few months ago, he had liked a meme that was very racially insensitive, I believe.
Okay. All right.
That's a good way of saying it. Anyways, and all he did is liked it from his account. And that was enough for him to get suspended from NASCAR for quite a while, and actually kind of kicked out of Legacy Motorsports.
Oops!
Almost has ended his career to an extent this season, just because of a like. So, if you use that as a, because again, you don't think it's that big of a deal, but
third party liking. If you have a mutual friend. Land photo. She sees it. It's third party contact.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah, it looks like that's what they're.
Looks what we're going for here.
To effectuate third party contact, and so insofar as that is the allegation, I don't believe he's done anything wrong here. He knows he's not to have contact with her. He knows he's not others to have contact with her. So if the court wants to modify the language for express no third-party contact, that's fine. If the court wants to include don't follow her on social media, that's fine. But I think any further modification is necessary. I'd also point out that at our last hearing, the reason that this is limited is because the protected party either is or is 18, and the court instructed that she would need to seek further renewal of this order should she feel it is necessary. So with that.
Well, it sounds like there's somewhat of an agreement that the court can
Twisted Sifter, member for 7 months. Check the PP work has had me away from the live. We've been wondering where you have been.
I was worried too because I know she said she had fallen ill. I thought for a little while.
Always good to check in and say hey.
Lets us know you're alive.
Can I have an order to look at the language now? It's different language now.
I think the judge isn't even sure on the language on this.
A full order.
I know she seems to be kind of on the fence about Bradley. I saw, yeah. Iowa's going to be an interesting one. I think that's because they couldn't get Montreal. And what, $25K fine? There was a big fight after the truck race. And Sanchez got all he bloodied like crazy because I guess Matt Kraft had sucker punched him.
Jeez.
I mean, like waited for him in his pit until the end of the race. Like it was.
I'm waiting for you in the parking lot, bud.
And the mother was there, Nick's mother, which was oh God.
By the way, Twisted Sifter,
yes.
50 bones.
50 bones.
What a way to start the month.
That wasn't quite 50, but it was close. Twisted Sifter, thank you.
Our first PP of the new
There are some limitations, obviously, that the court is bound by the Constitution and the First Amendment. And so I am going to make an order that Mr. Longino, that you not contact anyone involved in this order, the 2 kids and the adults, through others, through third parties. Don't follow any of them on social media, and that's what I'll dictate. But Ms. Rupi, you've kind of hit the rub there. It's folks are on social media, and it's hard to limit and not run afoul of First Amendment rights, writing orders that you can't use social media at all, but I can make an order here that says that Mr. Longino is not to follow your daughter nor you, the other child, through social media. If there are, and I'll
may say something, John.
Particular. Yes.
So one of the person that Jimmy is following is her college friend. So what's going to happen with that? And this is a cycle. She would she would block him, and then he'll create a new account, follow the person again, block, create a new account, repeat, and rinse. And this is one of her friends that she just met in college. So now they're no longer be able to talk through social media because
I'm glad you noticed, Kenny. Yeah, he likes to channel dude love. Can you notice is Connor has he just had it today, or is he just a shitty attorney?
I mean, I think he's just allegedly a lazy attorney, because of his tie, allegedly, and this sloppy demeanor, allegedly.
It could have allegedly been a very long day too, so there's that.
Maybe he's not getting paid enough.
Why is the judge not making Jimmy be on camera? Makes me nuts.
And by the way, is that a skylight way up in his roof there? Somebody's got money, son.
I don't believe that's a skylight. I think that is
and I think Jimmy's a kid. I don't know. I could be wrong.
Well, I would imagine. Well, I mean, a kid is in college. Yeah.
He's going to start following, and finally he would figure out where she is, what she's doing through social media, because they post those stuff. So I'm requesting that he doesn't follow her friends, because the friends will now be also disturbed that this guy is following her.
Can't they just
and
block
it just
him?
starts to increase. One friend he follows one friend, and he follows another one, and by the time he was,
we're at the point. Unless I'm just not.
Can't make your account private.
I think that's the key here for any of that.
I mean, I try to troll people all the time on Facebook and can't see shit. This kid's figured it out. He's broken the Da Vinci Code. Help me out, Jimmy.
He's going to know all her friends in college, which they don't want Jimmy there. They don't want him. So in order for her to stop him following, she ended up cutting her social media, which is not fair for her, because that's the way they go through school. And she should not have to go through hardship. Jimmy just needs to really stop following or trying to connect with her friends that he does not know from high school.
I just don't get it.
So what I can do, again, the modern world and the ability to control people and the Constitution.
Very quickly, just because Kristen's here. Breaking news earlier in the stream, Kristen, is that the dude's court has been gone for over 2 weeks, and people are speculating
That's the end.
that it's gone.
The end.
You might not ever see your
End of
fair
an era. Rah, 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 rah.
Again, please block. Just block. Put it on private. Put your stuff on private. Why can we not do that? I don't understand why.
I mean,
she
what happened
cannot
to
do
having
that.
to approve people to be on your shit? I mean, I just don't get it.
I mean, again, maybe they're talking Instagram. I don't know a whole bunch about Instagram, but I know that with Facebook, I mean, there's lots of accounts that I went to that don't even have one picture. You can't even see one post because it's private.
All you can see is when they started their thing. Maybe all her friends should be like, F Jimmy. Let's all go to MySpace, and we'll only talk on MySpace.
It's not for
You'll never find us.
I'll never forget going to different people's MySpace pages and hearing whatever song they picked out.
Then was the good old days.
They really were. We didn't know how good we had it.
Kind of collide here in the limiting the courts and also giving protection to folks the courts have found need this harassment protection or protection from harassment. Mr. Longino, do not attempt to have contact, including non-physical contact, directly or indirectly, or through third parties, regardless of whether those third parties know of this order, except, of course, for the service of court documents. With all the folks here, John, Eileen, Rupi, Alexandra, and John.
I do want to say, just backtracking as we're at this point of discussion in this case, the way that Eileen, I think that's how you say her name, Aileen. Anyways, how she said that about had to get rid of social media and won't.
She's being punished and can't communicate with her friends.
I mean, what? I just want to backtrack to that point. Let's just not forget that.
She's being punished and not allowed to use social media.
On Rupi Jr. So,
damn it, Jimmy.
You stay away, stay 1,000 feet away from her. And anyone protected on this order, those 4 people. So, Ms. Rupi, I can't go as far as you're asking. I can hear from adults who are feeling that they're experiencing unlawful harassment from Mr. Longino on their own petitions, and the court will review those, see. But that's the sum total of what the court can do here. And Mr. Longino, you're hearing that nobody wants any contact from you, from this family and Alexandra and John, and so you may want to talk to your attorney about what all that means. But I will sign an order, and this order is going to be renewed, same time frames. May, let me get back to that. And
he's quite a question everybody wants to
May
be
of
friends with.
22,
Who do you
24, May 22nd of 2024. And again, once Alexandra, if there is a request from her and she's an adult by 2024, it'll be up to her to take the reins on this, Ms. Rupi, if
she's not 18 yet.
Yes, she'll do that when she turns 18, but in the meantime, she's still a minor. And I would like to completely protect her from Jimmy because she's now stressed out about this.
Okay, so
is she one of those really smart people who graduated high school early and now she's in college?
I guess it could be at a private school or something. I guess it could be high school still.
I mean, my daughter started school, like she had just turned 4 when she started school. So she graduated. She hadn't even turned 17 yet.
I would like to know how old Jimmy is.
This is true. But
All right,
Jim, is there any, I mean, with all the most respect in the world, I say this. Is there any way Miss Rupee's daughter isn't some incredible smoke show that Jimmy just cannot let go? I mean, like a 10.5.
Well, I think it changes things a little bit now because we were thinking college or dorm room.
Yeah.
About, 20s, early 20s,
So she's in college. She's just not of age.
Interesting. Chris, I knew you'd love to hear that. We're not 100% sure if he's gone. I mean, it might be.
It's not looking good, though.
But,
I mean, we might see him as a judge in some other capacity, just not in any TPOs.
No. Damn, you guys got a lot of smart younger kids here. I'm pretty impressed.
Look at that.
Graduating early. It's a miracle I graduated just shortly after when I should have graduated.
About her contacting her, about Jimmy contacting her friends through social media. She's upset about it and she's stressed about it. And she's giving me all these documents for me to file because she's upset and did not want to have to do anything with Jimmy. So I'm asking that if he is trying to find her friends, that he just needs to stop. He needs to stop lurking the social medias to find out about Alex's whatever she's doing through friends.
Well, that's well said. And, well received. Creed's a little broke up about it. And, well, it's a Creed film. That's right, kids. Get your bingo cards out. If you said Creed frame right after some really nice talk, you hit it. Ta-da.
That was a long one, huh?
Yes, it was. And it was at a perfect point where she had just made like a incredible statement and it stops and you're just in thought. Letting it sink in, buddy.
Give it just a minute. I still pegged it.
Oh no, take it easy. Anytime you're pegged, it's a tough situation.
I've heard it hurts.
Allegedly.
Yeah. All you smarties. Still just pegged.
I missed the dude already, by the way.
I'm the dude.
Guys in
Contacting her about Jimmy contacting her friends through social media. She's upset about it and she's stressed about it. And she's giving me all these documents for me to file because she's upset and did not want to have to do anything with Jimmy. So I'm asking that if he is trying to find her friends, that he just needs to stop. He needs to stop lurking the social medias to find out about Alex's whatever she's doing through friends.
Well said. In the new law and reflected in these new orders that also say don't harass, follow, monitor, keep under physical or electronic surveillance, cyber harass as it's defined under 9A9120 for use.
Megan, welcome.
Megan, if I would tell my mods to drop your link, I don't know if they know how to do that. Our mods, they're good at one thing and one thing only, and that's talking. So if I have mods that are good enough to drop Biggin's link, not like we need it, but he does that for me every single time I show up in the chat over there.
Nice, dude.
Salt of the earth. By the way, Biggin, real quick, Biggin, while you're here, don't leave yet. I need to ask you this. Do you have a Facebook? Because I have a Biggin on my Facebook, on my actual private, Facebook, and they claim to be you.
No.
Is that really you?
Well,
are we friends on Facebook? Me and you.
Might need to get one of those check marks.
Yeah. On the Facebook.
Audio or other electronic means to record, photograph, or track locations or communication, including digital wire electronic communication. Now, this applies to the petitioners. It applies to Alexander, it applies to John Jr., but no one else. Only the folks listed in this order, but no contact through third parties or other people to get at any one of the folks protected under this order. And that's what the new law allows. And signed an order to that effect.
Good news. It is here.
Thank God.
If this is the real, but no, I'm just kidding.
This is the real thing.
That's great. And thank you to a few of you that were able to get the. I'm impressed. Thank you.
His real business that he makes his real monies from is a really cool business. I did a little, I did a little deep dive stalking.
Oh, were you?
Very cool business. Yeah. Very cool business. I liked it a lot.
Nice. Very cool.
Well, good. Now, me and you can. I'll send you a bunch of crazy memes. I didn't want to.
And Mikey used to be king of really good recipes, by the way. And I always remind him, and they seem to go away for a while. And then all of a sudden, it's just like I'm just slammed with good recipes.
They'll be in the court file. Ms. Rupi, Mr. Jepson, on behalf of your client, you can access that through your Zoom instructions.
I was so confused. He didn't want to say anything, but
I was like, his pubes does not match his beard.
Or if you'd like, you can always contact my clerks and they'll help you with that. But that includes then the third-party contact and the social media contact.
Your
I
Honor,
can't say, and I haven't ordered that he not have contact with other people, but
This is
he
gonna be a
isn't to
tough one.
contact
I don't
you
think-
or Alexander or John
think
Jr.
this will hold
through
up.
others. That's what makes social media difficult.
okay. So, Your Honor, may I say something?
Yes?
So this is a really, I guess, very important for Alex because sometime last year he had messaged her that he is going to dedicate himself to her. And I know Jimmy has been to 4 treatments this year that I know of. And I'm starting to think that the counseling treatment is not effective because as early as March, well, the latest one was September 27 that is trying to attempt to contact my niece or Alex's cousin. So that treatment needs to, I guess, continue because it's not effective that I see.
All right, and I haven't ordered any kind of treatment. This court doesn't have that kind of authority. So I think, Mr. Jepson, you can advise your client what you've heard today and what all that means for your client, Mr. Longino. But Mr. Jepson, anything else?
No, not for me.
All right.
Creed, you ever anybody say they're going to dedicate themselves to you?
That's it.
Unfortunately not, and I'm married even. No, I mean it's a strange way of professing your love. It's very, very stalker-ish. Again, I wish that we could see Jimmy's face. I haven't seen it since the beginning, and I wanted to take it in and just to get an idea. We did not hear his age.
Jimmy's family got money, right? I mean, he's got an attorney. This isn't a public defender
that we made up.
Yeah, and look at that ceiling and walls. He lives in a log cabin, bro.
It's not just Leather and Lashes who is on this bandwagon with it. That mom's really the problem here. It very well could be.
I've never had anybody that wanted me so bad that they were going to dedicate themselves to me, or I think it's because I'm a guy, though. I think guys are the ones that do this stupid kind of thing where they're like, "Oh, I love you." Women just like, you know what? I can get any man I want anytime.
For now, thank you.
Right, thank you. I need you to give me a visual.
On to the next case.
There you are.
Hi, Amanda.
All right. So,
what the hell is that on the wall, Amanda?
Mr. Leone,
I believe that is an astronaut looking at Earth with 2 giant typhoons.
That's called the Armageddon, and that is the Prince of Darkness sitting on the moon. Look at the dew on another pizzeria is here.
Yeah. It's a day.
Lorenzo Leone.
The day of pizza.
looks like your client was served on the 18th. I'm just trying to figure when you made your way into the case, and are you
Your Honor,
ready to take this up today?
Sweetie's gaydar's going off a little bit, I think. And
Yeah,
Glenville, you okay over there, dude?
If we see a couple of cats go by or something, or a couple of dogs when you're in business.
I first appeared with my client at the first return hearing in front of Commissioner Wool, and we are ready to proceed today.
Okay, great. I do see that now. And again, I'm looking to there we go. I'm looking to my electronic files here, so I'm looking over to another screen, and let me just re-review so I remember what this is about.
What's a knocking shop, Simon? A knocking shop. Do you know what a knocking shop is?
Is that like a crop and drop? I don't know. Wow. It's a new term.
Okay. All right. So Ms. Wilhelm, then are you still asking that this order issue against Ms. Smith?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms.
Okay.
Mann?
And Mr. Leone, is there an objection to this order issuing against your client?
My client is opposing the entry of the order, Your Honor.
Okay. So Ms. Wilhelm, having
Why does
re-reviewed
Mr. Leone have Bill Murray's hair from Ghostbusters? I mean, why? He's an attorney. He's got money. Get that filled in, bro.
I want to know what the hell a knocking shop is. And is Tiny Piggy a male or a female? Mayor was asking.
petition here. Anything that you want to talk about from that, or is there anything new that the court should consider in your request to have this order?
I think that there's not really been anything new per se. It's just her actions and how she's done things have greatly hurt my business since I run my business primarily online. Her actions. What was that?
Tell me how your business has been harmed.
Baby.
Baby or a dog?
I mean, there's dogs involved, sweet tea.
What?
So
okay. I will. The guys in the truck said that they all have pulled their money together, and they want to know, Creed, do you think that Kayla up there looks anything like this?
No, that is so rude. Look at Kayla's face now after you've done that. God, how dare you?
I just don't see it, guys. Nope. You are female. Congratulations.
Congratulations on that. Maybe I don't know. That's a horse. I've never heard it. I like that.
Are those just like local houses, or do you have addresses, or can I just Google that? Asking for a friend.
Closest knocking house. They had small trailers all over Jacksonville for something.
Alexa, where can I find the nearest escort service?
We were listening to some talk radio the other day, and this guy's a tech guy, and he kept saying Alex A. and it was quite a while. I mean, we all had discussions about it in the car for quite a while. Trying to figure out, this dude's supposed to be all about tech, talking about how great the new iPhone is, going on and on and on about everything tech.
He was being nice.
And we pulled into the Olive Garden. I go, I had an epiphany. It was like everything just in my mind. And I said, it's so that you don't do exactly what Mikey just did to everybody. That's why he calls it Alex A.
Yeah. Nice.
I've submitted the screenshots of postings that she had posted negatively about me that were false, things that she had conjured up in her mind, and tagging me in it. The first time I filed for a anti-harassment order.
So I've been making some really good choices.
So she owns a business, and Miss
runs out of the house.
I believe her name is Miss Mann, has been saying bad stuff and tagging her in a lot of social media stuff today. Both cases hinging on social media evidence.
Is Lorenzo okay, or is he maybe a robot and he's kind of like having a little like he's rebooting or something?
He's like, he's like, I've never ate at this restaurant before. Eggplant parmesan, no. Calamari.
Mikey, gotcha.
Alex A.
Did anybody actually get a real answer though? Or
Yes, and did you write it down and send it to me in a private chat?
Narrow in on harming your business. So how has your business been harmed? Have you lost clients? Have you lost money? What's going on?
The first time that she did this, I had to cancel a comedy show because I was spending the entire day instead of getting ready for the show and being able.
She's a comedian?
Wait a minute, Google.
She's a comedian?
Oh, you know Bishop by any chance? Just wondering.
Have you ever worked? Remember when Bishop was he went to that one comedy festival and it was all like LGBTQ comedy festival, and he was like one of the few straight people there, and no one hit on him, and he was really sad.
The name also comes up for somebody that was a 90 Day Fiance star named Amanda Wilhelm.
Does it look like her?
I mean, a little. If the hair was no.
Amanda's cute. I could see Amanda pulling.
No, it's not the same.
Girl. Do you think that's her background for when she does stand up?
I gotta put in cum date.
Good move. Amanda Wilhelm, LGBTQ comedian.
God bless. Joke Masters Comedy. She's the president of Joke Masters Comedy. Looks like. In Washington. Yeah, this is her.
This is her. Any chance you can find some of her stand up for us to watch? I mean, that would really make me feel good.
There's videos and such.
Oh, daddy. I really want to see one.
I don't necessarily.
I'm not saying women aren't funny, but I've been told they are funny, allegedly.
I think she's got a TikTok too.
You know, T's already looked her up. T's already watched 3 episodes.
T's already put it in the.
He's vice president.
Oh, that's just nothing but really loud music there. And she's.
Oh my God!
Okay.
Can you turn that down or mute it?
It wasn't something like 2. Interesting. All right, that is a rabbit hole. I'll go down later.
Able to run it effectively, mitigating messages from tons of people saying, "Who is this? Why is she posting this? What's going on?" The second time she did a posting like this, I lost 2 comedy show venues, which also greatly affects my business. And then when she showed,
you mean you lost 2 shows? What do you mean? Did the people who wanted to hire you?
The same girl, you guys. That was on. It's the same name, but if you type in comedy or comedian, then you'll get her Joke Masters Comedy. Though is her TikTok.
Chuckles in Savannah.
Her TikTok.
You said we're not hiring you, or what?
So I produce the shows. Each venue does a monthly show with my business, and they decided amidst the turmoil of the messages and the false accusations that they did not want to pursue shows with my business anymore. So I lost 2 locations, which also definitely affects me financially.
How much would you say?
Each show I make approximately $500 on.
Hey, that's not bad. Yeah, I don't think that. I honestly, I don't. If I could show you pictures of,
I'm looking at them right now. I'm digging a little deeper.
The 90 Day Fiance girl is not her, correct? I don't see it.
Let me. No,
if you have like on average 500 views to 700 views on TikTok, that's not good, right?
Well, I mean, I just started a TikTok not too long ago, and I've got 2 videos that have like 180,000 each.
Oh, well, you're doing slightly better than her.
Humble brag.
Woo! That's right. Thank you for the 5 bones. Sorry, getting very off track, but I kind of want to know, are we, guys, are we, she's not the 90-day fiance one, right?
No, there's no way. I'm looking at a thing from August 13th about Amanda Wilhelm's sketchy past revealed. So I'm gonna read up on that.
Okay, are you thinking that it is? I don't think that it is. I think they're 2 separate people.
Amanda Wilhelm's Instagram. Her family struggled with drugs and prison time. She talks
That's what
about
I'm
her.
thinking right there.
Does she have a nose piercing? Because this one does.
I can't tell.
So it says, all right, a new life. Amanda Wilhelm is trying to move on, but did scare her by saying he wanted to stay in America. She felt blah, blah, blah. Amanda is unsure, blah, blah, blah. Seems that nothing about her being a stand-up comedian.
Yeah, I think they're 2 separate people.
I think it's 2 different people for sure.
Because like even on her TikTok is this comedy show producer, mom to 3 boys and a girl. Sweet Tea might have called that one wrong, by the way. 3 boys and a girl. Crazy Belgian something owner is I heard TikTok stuff. Didn't say anything.
By the way, this Amanda Wilhelm does have children. She has several. Looks like 2 or 3. I don't know. She's got short hair there, and all these pictures I see of her from just back in August. She has long hair.
Yeah, I think you're right, Sarah. That's what I'm thinking.
And so when you say that you lost 2 venues, does that mean just once or going forward?
No, going forward. So they have not done a show since, I believe, July.
Okay.
We get to the bottom of it.
So
All right.
July, August, September, October, that's 4 months already, but they won't be doing any more in the future either. Then when she showed up at my...
wait, go back. You said they will do more in the future?
No, they said they will not.
Okay, so that's $500 a month, $1,000 a month, 2 venues that have canceled. They don't like the communications online. So you lost that. And then, what I'm looking at here, if you can direct me to exhibits, there are a lot of exhibits. So are these, I'm not quite sure what I'm looking at. Looks like maybe text messages, Facebook posts. What are they?
So the text messages, the messages are from her that when all this began in February of this last year. And then the Facebook posts are the postings that I'm referencing to.
Okay, all right. And so the things here, April of 2022 and February of 2022 and June. These are hand titled, I'm presuming by you. You put these dates on these exhibits?
Yes. And then in June, she also showed up at my work when I was running an event because I was working with a separate company to run a music festival. And due to her actions of causing a scene and looking for me and harassing me there, I actually lost that part-time job as well.
Okay, so you were there, you had started it, and then how did you lost it? What does that mean? You gotten paid anything for that, or?
I was.
Wow, Joke Masters
Or
Comedy
they say we don't want you to continue
was
through
voted best of
through
the
the-
South
this is a-
Sound.
Well, good for her.
There's a picture of her with long hair. I can't. When she's got long hair, it's hard to say, but I don't believe so. I think that would be all over her page that she was on 90 Day Fiance.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Yeah, there isn't anything on that.
There's nothing there. So that's debunked.
fairgrounds in June. Correct. What was the contract and how much of that contract did you lose out on?
I was an hourly employee with them, and I can't put a number on how many more hours I would have gotten that weekend. But
How much
it
you
was
paid an hour?
$20 an hour.
How much?
Okay, so essentially
What'd she say?
$3 an hour. She a waitress?
through the this was at the fairgrounds in June.
Correct.
What was the contract and how much of that contract did you lose out on?
I was an hourly employee with them, and I can't put a number on how many more hours I would have gotten that weekend. But it was $20 an hour.
$20.
Okay, so essentially you were fired,
Yes, correct.
right? And lost out. What did you expect to be working that?
I probably would have worked another 12 to 24 hours on the second day, but then also tear down the following day.
So $20 an hour at 24 hours?
Yes.
What?
Okay, all right. And that was the June event. And you understood you were fired. Why?
They said they didn't like just kind of they were worried about if she was going to come back because she caused a really big scene showing up and saying that her husband, his GPS location said he was there, and
Lorenzo asking her if she was
asking
anything
where
from
I
the
was
restaurant.
and saying that I was sleeping with a married man, and just kind of going off on a tangent. I didn't witness it.
Okay, so she was sleeping with her husband.
Oh, dun dun dun.
Allegedly.
Maybe.
That's why she was saying
Most likely.
she was sleeping with a married man.
Yes.
Upgrade.
That's just, I kind of heard differing things that she said.
And Your Honor, of course, objection to this line of testimony under lack of personal knowledge. I understand this is an expedited proceeding, however.
All right, well, this is information, Ms. Wilhelm, that the court nor Mr. Leone on behalf of his client can test. We don't have any statements from people. We don't have them present to tell us why it is that they didn't retain you for that June event.
I understand.
So that's a difficulty, and I have to weigh that with what I can consider here. So, all right. So you say she hurt your business, the June event. You believe that you lost out on at least, what would that be? 180, almost $5,000. My math is right. And then anything else?
She also made comments saying that I deserved to be raped, and that also I at that time I had a pending sexual assault hearing. We just wrapped that hearing up last month, actually.
Why didn't we start with that? That
is a lot more telling than, she posted bad stuff about your stand-up. When she said she had a pending sexual assault case, was that against her or someone had done that to her? We need more backstory on that, because damn, I just don't see it.
She specifically went out of her way to go to the person who I was going to trial with, who is my soon-to-be ex-husband, saying that she was going to provide him a glowing character reference for him and a bad one for
Objection,
me.
lack of personal knowledge.
I have the documents, but I didn't have time to file them. But she did go out of her way. Documents did show.
Did you not know the court was today, Amanda? I'm sorry.
Damn it, Amanda. Amanda out here sleeping with another woman's man.
Show up in our hearing.
So is that something that you want the court to review, that also Mr. Leone would be allowed to review? And
I only have a paper copy from our trial exhibits from last month.
okay. and that is, what is that, a declaration of someone, or what is it?
It's screenshots of her messages going to Mr. Lindstrom to basically just try to tell him he's a good man and she doesn't deserve to be on trial for what he did.
So
How
you
does she
didn't
know her
include those.
husband?
I'm so sorry, T.
It's all right, T. Hey, look, the short hair is very deceptive. And it doesn't mean she wouldn't try or hasn't. It just means not right now. One day.
No, I think that we just all have it in our head that she
One day.
might be, you know.
One day.
One day, sweet Tea, you're going to be on here and watching a nice court.
It'll be one of those days, Creed. One of those days.
That basically is what we did, yeah. Mm-hmm. Not the first time and probably not the last here on channel.
So in your exhibits, I don't see anything like that in your
No,
exhibit.
because those, I just recently got those. I'm sorry.
Okay, from last week. All right. So how did you hear of, or how do you know them, through those screenshots of messages to someone else?
They were they were presented as exhibits in my sexual assault trial.
Ooh. Okay. Gross.
Against Mr. Lindstrom?
Yes.
All right. Is there any way that you could, I mean, if you wanted the court to look at those, Mr. Leone and his client looks at those as well. I don't know if you could get, and it's just one page or one or two pages.
It's a lot of pages.
Okay. All right.
And I only have a paper copy, like I said. And so it would be probably hard to do this very quickly since we're here now.
All right. All right. Is this something that you think the court, is this a big issue for you on this, that the court should review and before a further hearing? Should we reset this for you to provide your evidence?
I'm not really. The first time I filed for a anti-harassment order.
Narrow in on harming your business. So how has your business been harmed? Have you lost clients? Have you lost money? What's going on?
The first
we must have bound. I mean,
we were almost towards the end.
I didn't touch anything though.
It's all right.
There is more, but this has been going on sometimes. It's going to come to a decision point. We're looking at the 16th is still wide open. All right, October 16.
Coming back.
2 weeks from today. I'm going to give you both a deadline here.
And Your Honor, that's a trial week for me, and I'm just not confidently setting anything that week because we don't know.
Allegedly.
At readiness, we're going to be told if we go on the first half of the week or the second half of the week. So,
all right.
The 22nd looks a lot.
We heard all this evidence.
23rd looks a lot more open.
Is Wilhelm October 23rd?
I believe that works.
All right, so we'll set October 23rd, 9 o'clock. And each of you then, let's see, no later than the 16th, October 16, get in whatever information you think. Actually, well, yeah, October 16th. So get in whatever information you think the court should consider.
We're bringing this back.
Is email service acceptable?
It's acceptable. This Wilhelm Lorenzo at olympialegal.com. Anything you have, just send it over to myself and the paralegal Holly at olympialegal.com.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
I bet Holly's cute.
All
well,
right,
at least
so
we got a lot of
the issuance
information.
Order and that deadline of getting all the information in.
That's it then, huh?
All right,
by
pause
the
that real quick.
16th.
All right, so that's like a background, and that's a bed, right? Behind
oh, yes.
Amanda?
Absolutely, yes.
Think she's got like an OnlyFans thing going on, or
like a sexy alien version of,
or is she like
I don't know.
on the drugs?
I don't know.
Allegedly. Well, We heard the entire case right up until these things that she didn't submit. And now we're going to have to come back. It's a cliffhanger, Creed. I think this will be part 1 and the other one will be part 2.
Normal thing, you know, but it's a hustle. You know, this life's a hustle.
You knock her senseless. It is an absolute hustle. You were
At a young age, you know, like all the older boys would be like, "Oh, you're so funny, you know," and it would make me feel good. I'm not gonna lie, you know.
Tiger Lilies won't say anything, I'm sure.
No, they'll be fine. I got
Be like a party or something, and then you next thing you know, like I'm making like one guy laugh, and like 2 guys laugh, and a girl or 2, you know.
Sorry, it's one of my absolute favorite videos. Speaking of comedians, I needed to get that.
That's my favorite comedian, Bishop. Fun time here today. Since we don't get that many TPOs anymore, we're going to start theming days. Tomorrow's Hookers on the Point day. No, tomorrow will be Licking Wednesday.
I forgot when this lady walks in the frame. This lady walks in, it's like, whoa, okay, I'm going this way.
She's like, welcome to Wilmington. Poor lady. She's still in therapy. But yeah, tomorrow we'll watch some licking.
Yes.
I've just sat here and recorded an entire Judge Stansberry from the very top with Sue doing her address to the judge, talking. Only a couple of people in custody, but a courtroom full of people. So we'll be watching that tomorrow for our Licking Wednesday.
That's the eyes of a sad, beat down prostitute, isn't it? It's some of his best work he's ever done.
It is. It's a sad day that he doesn't do much work anymore. Really is. Families, am I right, guys? Families.
They'll all grow up.
One day. Right, T? One day.
I didn't even see the Longino Pizza and some Subs Express. Gary, thank you. Renee, welcome. Twisted Sifter, thank you for the big PP. Kristen, the dude free zone, love that. Simon J, welcome. The female, that is Tiny Piggy.
And the female, that is
Bishop.
10 years since we went to that event.
Oh, wow. 2013. Ain't that something?
That was a night to be remembered. Limousine riding, Domino's pizza eating.
Remember, was there the point when he actually took a sip out of the old coffee cup that was out back of whatever, and there was like cigarette butts in it, and he spit it out? That was real, actually.
If you can't hear Bishop and you see just him dressed like that, don't you think he has a British accent? I mean, just by looking like he's a British hooker.
Even this on mute is great.
Good day, boys. I like that the Ross Dress for Less tag was still on so he could return it.
You know he took it back, too. You just know it. Yeah, it is right out of back.
Oh, for all you just walking in, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But we're walking out. Make sure you're back for Taco Tuesday here on the channel. Keep an eye out for any premieres happening, as well as just getting yourself psyched up for Wild Woman Wednesday tomorrow, which will be an extra fat episode because there's too many to choose from. Yeah, I told you he's got the flattest ass. No ass. His ass is in the negative.
Yeah, no, for reals.
It's like, here's his back, and then it cuts in like this. You ever seen Hank Hill and his diminished glutes episode? Same thing. But we're looking for a cure. We're going to be raising money for diminished glutes. because next month is Diminished Glute Month. And also keep an eye out this weekend for some seasonal scary stuff. So keep an eye out for that. The guys in the truck working hard, putting in overtime, getting it done. It's progress.
Oh, yeah. That's progress, baby.
You guys stay safe. You guys stay hard. You guys stay tuned. Because these top guys are rough.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Stop the clock.
Oh, yeah? Well, screw you guys. I'm going home.